open. It's gotta be open. Shoot.
Attention shoppers. Sadler's is now closed. Please use the gallery and exit.
We're closed.
It's very important. I'll only be a minute.
Mr. David, we have a problem with the elevator.
Hey, no, wait!
Attention shoppers.
Galleria's closing, ma'am.
I know, but there's something I need to get tonight. It's very important. Please? Thank you. I'll only be a minute, I promise.
Of course.
Attention shoppers. Sadler's is now closed. Please use the gallery to exit. It's just that way. Yes,
Get everything? Not exactly.
Sadler's is now closed. Please use the gallery to exit.
All clear here.
Copy.
The Galleria is now closing. Please use the street exit. The Galleria will be open tomorrow at 9 a.m.
Oh, God bless whoever.
Galleria's closed, lady.
Oh, I'll just be a minute, okay?
I think they're closed, ma'am.
Hello? Hey, is your boss around? Is anybody home?
May I help you?
Yes. Oh, I'm so glad you're still here. I thought for sure I'd blown it. You know you're about the only store in the gallery still open?
How may I help you?
I'm looking for one of those cornfield kid dolls. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about.
They're very popular.
Oh, tell me about it. That's all I hear out of my landlord's little girl. That's who I want one for. Please tell me you still have one.
I do believe that we have a few left in the back for special customers.
Well, I don't know what makes somebody a special customer, but I'd really appreciate it if I could.
Wait right here. I'll get one for you.
Well, thank you.
Please forgive him. I'm always reminding him not to disturb strangers.
Do I know you? But the boy, he knew my name.
You must be mistaken.
No, just a second ago he said my name, Marcia.
Not Marcia. He must have said ma'am. Apologize for disturbing the nice woman and we'll go.
Take me with you when you go. Please.
accuse us.
Wait, what did he mean?
Here you are, miss.
Oh, that woman and that boy.
Who?
Those two. There was a woman and a boy here not 2 seconds ago. They've got to still be in the store.
This will be cash, miss.
Yeah. Oh, my landlord's kid is gonna do a backflip. You know, it's the least I can do for them. I moved in about a month ago. I didn't have any money for the first month's rent. I didn't even have a job. And he gave me the place anyway. And he gave me a lead on the job I got. And he's been a real doll.
So, you've enjoyed this past month?
Oh, yeah. New place, new job, new friends. Would you mind hurrying?
Of course. It was important to you that you pick up the doll tonight, wasn't it?
Oh, very. Jennifer's birthday's on Saturday.
But this is Wednesday. Why do you suppose it was so important that you come for the doll tonight?
Well, I don't know. I was sitting at home reading, and then all of a sudden I felt like I had to come to the mall tonight. I had to get it tonight. But why? I don't know.
I suppose your life this past month hasn't been at all like your life before, has it?
What do you mean?
What was your life like before this past month? For example, where are you from?
What?
Tell me. Are you from California? Or New York? Or Tennessee?
Well, I'm from, I don't remember.
Do you have any identification?
Of course, I have my temporary employee card from work.
But no driver's license, no social security card?
I just applied when I got the job.
What are your parents' names? Do you have any brothers or sisters? Where did you go to school?
Why are you doing this to me?
You don't remember, do you?
Remember what? My name is Marcia Cole, and I live at Artesia Apartments, and I work for Saratoga Thrift and Loan.
But that has all happened in the past month, hasn't it?
Yes, but I don't see what that has to do with anything.
Where were you before this past month, Marcia?
Why are you doing this to me?
Think, Marcia. Think.
Would you mind? How are you, Marcia?
Don't run, Marcia!
Marsha!
Oh, help me, you've got to help. No! Oh!
Marcia. Marcia.
Marsha.
Marcia.
Marcia.
Marcia. No!
Marcia.
Don't be afraid, Marcia. Think. Think hard. Try to remember. Marcia.
What do you want from me? Wait for me!
Marcia, open the door. Come on, Marcia. 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 Open the door. Marcia. Marcia.
Let me out! Please let me go home!
Look, dear. Oh, you're running yourself ragged. Marcia, you look so tired.
Marcia.
Marcia.
Please, Marcia.
Let me out. Please let me out. Let me go home.
Marcia.
Please, Marcia, stop running. Marcia.
What do you want from me?
We want you to think, to remember.
I don't want to think. I want to go home.
Marcia, you are home.
What is the matter with you?
I'm a mannequin. We all are.
No! Help, security! Help, anybody, help!
Don't be afraid. Marcia, we're all mannequins. And so are you.
Marcia. I'm waiting for you. We want you back, Marcia. We want you back. Don't be afraid. It won't hurt.
Marcia, come home, Marcia.
Marcia.
Stop this, Marcia.
We missed you, Marcia.
Please,
Don't be afraid.
Marcia. Marcia!
Welcome back.
Don't fight it, Marshall. You had your turn to go out and experience the real world for a month. Now it's someone else's turn. It's only fair.
He's right.
The Galleria. All of our shops are now open for business. We'll be open until 9 o'clock tonight. We'd like to remind our travelers that the Galleria offers 3 hours of free parking.
Morning, that was quite
Imagine standing forever still, unable to act, to speak, to touch a reassuring hand. If you were released from such a fate, even for a while, wouldn't you hope to forget?
Andrea Moffat longs for true love. A man who is strong, handsome, and exotic, who desires her above all other women. She is about to learn that naivety has its price, and that the universe has a very curious sense of humor.
Do you have the key for the other register?
No, try the mouse. I think she had it last.
She's not a mouse.
Hamster? No. Wait. Gerbil. Cute and fuzzy? Soft and squishy? You know, you're wasting your time with her.
Hi. Elaine said you had the key for register 2.
Oh, yes, I do. It's over there.
It's no problem. Andy, I was wondering if you're doing anything after work tonight?
It's nice of you to ask me. Yes, I am. I'm busy. But thank you.
Squeak, squeak. You know, you really shouldn't pass up Carl. He's not such a bad catch. I mean, someone like you can't afford to be choosy. Quiet, I mean.
I know. But
he's no Prince Charming. Honey, there ain't no such animal. There are lots of other kinds of animals. I can tell you all about them. They're the ones who would rather chew their arms off than stay until morning. And then, of course, they're the ones who expect you to make breakfast for them as a reward for their performance.
Elaine, you said you were going to give up those downers if they ever catch you.
But they won't. Because my dear, sweet friend Andrea is going to watch out for me, isn't she?
One of these days it's going to catch up with you.
If I didn't take these, I couldn't sleep. If I couldn't sleep, I couldn't work. We wouldn't want me to lose my job, would we?
here before? Are you friendly? Let me see. Oh, you're a big one. Let me see you. Let me see you. Oh, what's the matter? You don't have a collar, huh? Didn't anyone buy you a collar? You know? If somebody loved you, they'd buy you a collar. There you go, big guy. Like that. Ooh, you're thirsty. Did you make a habit of it, though? Where's the...
Scream if you must. I've checked out your place. You've gone to a lot of trouble to isolate yourself, to hide from the world.
Call the police.
By all means. Tell them that you've seen a man turn into a cat. You really must buy a better brand of coffee. Now the Turks, they knew how to brew coffee. Even if they were barbarians. I won't hurt you. I came from Provence, originally, a long time ago. I was called Guillaume de Marchaux. I had a great talent for two things, singing and making love. One night, I was caught making love to the wrong woman, or rather the right woman at the wrong time. Her husband could do things you call impossible today. He cursed me to remain forever in the form of a cat, only able to become a man again at night. But it's not such a curse. I have spent centuries loving women, showing women how to love. Women like you. If you ask me to go, I will go. But I promise you, you will never see my like again. Never feel the things that I alone can make you feel.
This is a dream.
It's a very nice dream, yes?
Yes. No. Yes, it is. I just never thought that it would happen to me. You are the one, aren't you?
Am
I? Yes.
Morning, Elaine. Morning, Carl. Chipper, happy, perky. The end of the world is upon us. Have you been drinking too much coffee again?
Nope. I just had a nice night. Morning, Dr. Wood.
You sure you don't, need some of these?
Would you please put them back?
Just trying to be neighborly. Inventory, Carl, huh? I am telling you, nobody changes that much in a week unless there's sex involved.
Oh, that's $36.75.
What I would give to be a fly on the wall.
As opposed to a bat in her belfry?
Is that a remark?
Hi. How are you? You know what? I have something for you. I have a present. Here it is.
Andrea, come here. What were you thinking of? What do you think would have happened when I tried to become a man with this around my neck?
I'm sorry, Guillaume. I just didn't want anyone to pick you up as a stray during the day. I didn't think.
I haven't survived this long by letting some fool of a woman put a collar on me. No one owns Guillaume de Marchaux. No one. Do you hear?
I'm sorry, Guillaume. I bought some other things for you. Shirts. Socks.
Next time, buy something that I'll enjoy seeing on you. Silk, satin, black lace. You know what I want. Good. Until then, we shall simply have to do without.
Long lunch.
You've been late yourself sometimes.
What have we got here? Oh, who is this for? Is this for Carl, baby? No, Carl, baby's jaw's on the floor. Oh, come on, Andy, kiss and tell, huh?
Just put it back, please.
I think it's about time a certain fly made an appearance on a certain wall.
Your coffee? I have a surprise for you.
very nice. How many times have I asked you for one simple thing? I want something that a man can stand to drink, not this sewage water that you keep serving me.
I'll get some tomorrow.
You will go now, or I will leave for good.
Hi, I'm a friend of Andy's. Can I come in? Lately, Andy's been so, tense at work. I just thought I'd, stop in and see how she was getting on.
I've heard a lot about you.
Oh, nothing bad, I hope.
That depends on what one means by bad, does it not? We have 20 minutes to become acquainted.
I think we have to do this again. Real slow.
Yes. You just missed your friend, Elaine.
I know what kind of a friend she is. How could you? I thought you loved me.
Spare me the cliches. This isn't a scene from one of your silly books. I've been here too long. It's time I left.
Oh, no, Guillaume. You can't. I love you.
It is the way of the tomcat. I've had my fun, and so have you. Love had nothing to do with it.
You're going to her, aren't you?
Yes.
Oh, Guillaume. Please, don't go. Just one more night. That's all I ask. Please.
All right. One more night.
I'll make some coffee.
You can't buy me back with coffee, Andrea. After tonight, it's over.
Yes. It's over. Your coffee.
Strong and bitter. As I like it.
I'm glad that you like it. I picked it especially for you. Hello? Oh, hi, Carl. No, it's okay. Don't worry about it. Yeah, well, Elaine does things like that. haven't seen a movie in ages. Yeah, Friday night, that'd be fine. Sure. Yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Yeah, me too. Bye.
Poor Andrea. The injured innocent. You are no better than any other woman I've ever known. You never learn. You...
Oh, but I did learn. I won't be weak anymore. That's the best lesson of all. I want you to remember that. In case you ever think of coming back here again.
Have you been here before?
No, I haven't been here before.
Sex?
Male. He's a tomcat.
Well then, what can we do for you today?
I'd like to have him fixed.
A lesson on romance versus reality, with a word of warning for those who want to mix the two. Don't. Or you may find your head in the clouds, your feet on the ground, and the rest of you somewhere in the Twilight Zone.
He's fine, dear. He's just playing.
You know I worry, Ernest.
I know, dear.
Bring. Dinner's ready. Toby? Toby, are you hungry?
Donuts, Mama, donuts.
No, son. You had donuts yesterday. Come on, Toby. Come on. You like chicken. No, Toby. Come on.
Donuts.
Now, you eat the dinner your mama cooked.
Maybe for dessert.
If you eat your dinner.
Toby, chew your food.
Donuts.
All right, Toby, let Daddy get the picture.
Donuts.
Bring.
He didn't look at the picture. Mary, he did it without looking at the picture. He's never done it.
Yes, he has. It's only donuts, Ernest. You know how much he loves them.
Mama, donut.
Chew. Toby, shh. Hurts, Mama. Toby. Toby, it's all right now, Toby. Oh, shh. Mama's going to take your temperature. Now. Hurts, Mama.
I was afraid of this. It's those donuts.
Two. He only had two.
Mary, if he doesn't need to see the picture anymore, he could have had another dozen donuts after we put him to bed. Or anything else for that matter. You know he will eat anything he can fit in his mouth.
He's burning up. Call that nice Dr. Keller. He'll come. I know he will.
He doesn't make house calls anymore, Mary. No one makes house calls anymore.
Oh, he'll have to. Tell him it's an emergency.
And he'll tell me that's what emergency rooms are for. We've been through this before, Mary.
Tell him. Just tell him.
Tell him what?
Are you calling Dr. Keller?
I'm calling an ambulance.
We can't. Is he all right? Toby, is he all right? What's wrong with him?
It's food poisoning. We pumped his stomach. I'm sure he'll be fine, but I like to keep him overnight for observation.
Overnight? Is that necessary? Our boy is very uncomfortable away from home.
Well, don't worry. We'll take good care of him. The children's ward has color television, lots of comic books, games.
No. If he must stay, he will stay, but he must have a private room. My wife and I will stay with him. There'll be no television, no comic books.
Very well. I'll make the arrangements for the room.
Good morning, Mr. and Mrs. Ross. I'm Miss Kemp. And this must be Toby.
Toby.
I'm Miss Kemp, Toby.
Hello, Miss Kemp. Toby seems, well, just fine this morning, so we'd like to take him home.
Oh, I'm sure the doctor will be discharging him shortly. In the meantime, I'd like to have a little chat with you.
Chad,
I think we would just prefer to take our son home as soon as possible.
Yes, of course, I understand that. But I do have a few questions. You see, I'm with Children and Family Services, Mr. Ross. With regards to your son's schooling, for instance, we have no record of any.
Toby's retarded.
He doesn't understand school. He's a very special boy. He's very excitable.
Well, of course, I wasn't talking about an ordinary curriculum. You do know, don't you, that even the most severely retarded children can be educable. There's special classes for boys and girls like Toby.
We do appreciate your concern, Miss Kemp, but we prefer to take care of our son ourselves.
He's very suggestible. He's a sweet boy, but he doesn't understand.
But we've made such great strides in treating children like Toby, special children. Come, by now we can teach them to be almost completely...
What? No, Toby, no!
Pictures, give!
No pictures, no!
It's all right, I've read it. If he likes the pictures, let him have it. Here, Toby, do you want it?
Pictures, Mama!
Toby, it's all right. Mama's here. Now, Toby, we're going to take you home, and you can look at your toy book. Toby, don't cry.
We don't allow him to look at such things.
It's only a magazine. There's nothing wrong with a magazine.
We'll be the judge of what's right and wrong for our son, Miss Kemp. Get the boys' things, Mary. We're leaving.
Wait a minute. You can't just walk out of here.
Can't we?
I feel sorry for the kid. Anything we can do?
Yeah, I can look into the home situation. I mean, these aren't the dark ages, right? Expect I'll be seeing a lot of the Ross family.
everything's going to be fine now. We're home. Now, here you go, play. Be a good boy.
Ray.
Ernest, what are we going to do? He saw it. I know he did. He was staring at it all the way down the block. What if he brings it?
Mary, he's home. He has his toy book. He will forget. It was only a squirrel. It will be dead if it arrives. I will bury it in the backyard with the others. I will get rid of it, like I always do, don't I? Please, remember your heart now. Don't concern yourself.
You know I worry. Well, Ernest, that woman, Miss Kemp, what if
She won't bother us. I'll take care of it. Mary, please.
He's a good boy, Ernest. He just doesn't understand. Maybe that woman is right. Maybe a class, some kind of a special teacher.
Mary.
Just a little help. Just for a few days, just a couple of hours. That's not wrong of me, is it? For just a few hours. Maybe we could go to dinner to a nice restaurant. Just the two of us. Or maybe we could go to a movie. How long has it been since we've seen a movie?
I know you're tired. It would be nice to have someone share the burden, but we can't, Mary. We can't. He's ours. Our son, our responsibility. If we leave him alone for just a few hours, there's no telling what sort of things he might see. Or what he might bring. Mary, I made you some tea.
Ernest. How nice. You didn't need to do that. Where's Toby?
He's still in his room. He's playing or sleeping. He's fine, dear. Just have some tea and try not to worry.
You know I can't help it. I'll just peek in and see if he's all right. I'll be right back. Toby? 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 Toby, what are you...
Mary? Mary? Mary?
I hope I'm not disturbing you, Mr. Ross. I'm so sorry about your wife.
Oh, yes. Well, thank you. Thank you. Mary. She was so very tired, Miss Kemp. was never a very strong woman, and all the stress.
Hello, Toby.
Toby.
You've come about Toby, of course.
I don't mean to intrude on your grief, Mr. Ross. I really don't. But I do believe that you need my help now more than ever with your wife gone. So I've brought some literature you may want to take a look at.
You want to put him in an institution?
Pictures! Pictures!
It's very nice. I won't send Toby away. Now, if you're done, I'm very tired.
I'm not done, Mr. Ross. I've done some investigating since the last time we spoke. I've talked to your neighbors and to your former employer and your wife's family. And frankly, Mr. Ross, unless you're willing to listen to reason, I believe I have grounds to remove Toby from your custody.
See?
Your treatment of the boy is appalling. It's almost medieval. According to your neighbors, he's a virtual prisoner here. You never take him outside, not even for walks. You've boarded up the windows of this house. You don't allow him to play with other children. You don't take him to the park or the playground or even the zoo. According to your wife's sister, you don't even allow him the meager solace of a television set.
No, we don't. It's all right, Toby. It's all right. She won't hurt you. She won't hurt you.
No, I think you've hurt him enough already yourself.
Sit down, Miss Kemp. Don't say another word. Just sit down. You want to take Toby from me? Then maybe it's time you knew something about him. Boy loves books. Photo books, comics, magazines, anything with pictures in it. Toby. Come, Toby. Come on, Papa. Come here. Bring for Papa. Bring it here. Bring, Toby.
Bring!
Sharp. No. Sharp. There are a lot of sharp things in this world, Miss Kemp. A lot of dangerous things. Do you understand?
I'm sorry, Mr. Ross. I'm trying to talk to you about your son's future, and you're doing parlor tricks.
Prove it to yourself. Go on.
All right, Toby. Bring this. Mr. Ross, this is not...
Bring!
What is this, Mr. Ross? Some kind of miracle?
A miracle, no, Miss Kemp. It's more like a curse.
Why do you say that, Mr. Ross? This boy has a gift. He has a talent nobody else has ever had.
He saw a puppy on television one day before we got rid of this set. He wanted it, so he brought it. It was dead when it arrived. He can bring back living things, but he forgets. Our backyard is full what I've buried there. Do you still want to take him to the zoo, Miss Kemp? Do you still think he needs to play with other children? Most of the time, he needs a picture. Now, sometimes Toby just remembers.
I owe you an apology.
Toby was never the prisoner. It was us, Mary and me.
All right, Mr. Ross. Listen to me. It doesn't have to be that way. Toby still needs help. He needs it now more than ever.
You know what kind of help the world will give him. They'll lock him up, run their tests and experiments, use him if they could for whatever they want. Toby won't say no. He can't say no. And when they're finished with him, what will the life of one little retarded boy be worth? He is my son, and this is his home. Get out! Out! Get out! Get out!
Mr. Ross, I cannot leave here and forget what I've seen and heard. I have to report this.
Get out! No, Toby! Toby, please, God! Toby, no! Oh, Toby, no! Toby! Oh, look! Oh, look, that's our mama. That's our mama. That's our look. I'll take it away. I'll take it away. I'll take it out. It's all right, Evan. I'm sorry. Mary, the picture, he doesn't understand. It was my fault. I never should have. It's time. It's time. You've always been such a good boy. Yeah. Look. Look, Toby. Look. Look. See? Oh. Oh. Isn't that pretty? Yeah. All the colors, like a sunset, all red and yellow and orange. Isn't that pretty? I love you, my good boy.
don't gotta go home right now, you know?
I don't know. I told my mom I'd go to the drugstore and come right back.
Well, since when do you do what you tell your mom, you know? Come on, we'll have some fun.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
Doing what?
I don't know, I mean, I'll scare up some burn and I'm sure we'll think of something.
And what is burn?
Oh, burn like booze, you know? Well, look, I mean, it's gotta be better than sitting at home, right? I mean, unless you want to vegetate with Mom and watch Dynasty on the big screen. Come on.
All right. Let's go.
All right.
Freeze, slime! Real fast. I want you to take all your money out of your pockets and put it on the ground. Then, I want you to take your underwear off and put it on your head.
Oh, Lonzo, man, you know, man, I swear, I think my little brother would have done it.
No, I don't think I want to see his underwear right at this moment.
Oh, look at this. It ain't even a gun.
No, man, it's a starter's pistol. It's pretty mean, though, don't it?
Come on.
Come on.
Greg, I want to go home.
Oh, no, not yet, man. Something I want to show you.
Come on, walk me home.
Come on, it's only a couple blocks from here, man. I promise you. After we check it out, we'll all walk you home. Okay?
Wait, old man Taylor's place?
Not anymore, man. He died. I saw him carting out this afternoon. Come on. He died. The ambulance guy's back here this afternoon. Had the tarp off and checking it out. Oh, like silk, man. Feel this.
This is a hell of a car, ain't it?
I wonder what the inside is like.
All right.
Wow, this is bigger than my whole bedroom.
Oh, wow. Man, how do you keep this thing so cherry?
Who wants a ride?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, look, Alonzo.
Come on, man. Pop the hood. It'll be okay.
Yeah, come on. Gregory, come on. Gregory, come on. This is crazy.
Battery. Yeah, the battery's good.
All right.
Hey, Greg.
What?
Come on, let's go.
Come on.
Come on, away from there.
Monster, huh?
Lonzo!
The ultimate life experience. Check it out. Charlie Taylor must have been some crazy guy, huh?
Woo! What street is this? I don't recognize it.
It's me.
Deaver, that was Penfield.
Don't look like Deaver. Look at the houses.
Wow, look at the cars.
I want a cigarette. Pack in the glove box.
Wait a
How'd you know this would be in there?
Hey, Lonzo, pull over.
What?
I said pull over, man. There's something really weird going on.
No way, man. I ain't done having fun yet.
Oh, man. They gotta know this thing's stolen.
I see your license and registration.
What's the problem, officer?
Chadway's 5 and Dime was held up tonight.
Well, we ain't been anywhere near as Chadway's tonight.
What's Chadway's?
Well, it was a store, but I mean, they tore it down years ago.
Okay, kid. Get out of the car very slowly.
Lonzo! You, huh?
Get away, I gotta get away.
You shot a cop, you idiots!
Had to.
No, you didn't!
I'm bleeding so bad, I'm gonna die. We gotta do something.
Man, Alonzo, turn around. We gotta get her to a hospital.
Crazy ain't going back.
We gotta do something. She's bleeding really bad. She's gonna die if we don't stop. Lonzo, it hurts.
Oh, jeez.
We can't just let her go.
Come on, man. I gotta get the door open.
What is wrong with you? This ain't like you, man. She's not there, man. Where did she go? Something weird's going on.
I can lose him. I can lose him.
You pull over and let us out now.
Why don't you get out?
Come on.
Hey, why don't you give it up, huh?
Oh, man, I can make it out of this.
Hey, we don't know what this is.
Greg, come on.
Get out!
What the hell? Lance, please, man, come on, give it up, huh? Think about it, it ain't worth it.
Oh, man, the cop is dead. I know he is, so I'm gonna die anyway.
How do you know, huh?
Man, we can shake these guys, I know it.
Look, I ain't gonna die out here with you, you know? I mean, I ain't gonna die.
Come on, man, we're gonna make it. We're gonna make it.
All right, that means there's one more kid in there. Everybody, yeah, to the doors.
Bring me a fry bar, will you, Sean?
You okay? I'll go around the other side. All right.
Adrian called her when she heard what was happening.
You okay? Hey, that's my brother in there. What's going on?
Beats me, but that car is something of a legend. It was used in a robbery 30 years ago. A cop was killed.
I got it! Hey, out of the way, kid. Keep it open. Hang on to me, I'm going in. Ready? Now!
You okay? It's over.
I killed a cop. I killed a cop with that gun, I swear.
You didn't kill anybody with this gun, kid. Last time it was fired, you probably weren't even born.
What happened? Yeah, look, Lance, you didn't do it. It was old man Taylor. I mean, after all these years, he was trying to confess. And I guess this was his way. It's all right.
Spectroscopic readings indicate that the atmosphere is at perfect chemical equilibrium, predominantly carbon dioxide with traces of methane and ammonia.
Now, what gives the atmosphere that sickly yellow color?
Iron oxides from the rusting cities.
And the sensors show no life form whatsoever?
Nothing. Not even the presence of simple amino acids in the oceans. The last reconnaissance was right. It's a dead world.
There was a name for this one in one of the old languages, wasn't there, Professor? Yes. It's Earth. They called it Earth.
Not much left after 1,000 years, is there? Donald, Earth was stripped of artifacts long ago. What are you looking for?
Oh, I don't know. Feeling. Sense of place. What it must have been like to live here when the skies were blue and the oceans green with plankton. Too many historians never get to see the things they write about. Thank you, Jacinda, for getting me on this mission. A very kind gesture for an old academic.
Not that kind. And not that old. Good luck, Donald, because in 4 days, I'm going to have to give word for the mining vessels to move in and extract whatever is salvageable. And when they do, there'll be precious little left of your Earth.
Archer? Bledsoe, did you hear that?
Hear what? You got a problem, Professor?
No problem. I'll see you back at the ship in about 3 hours. No doubt.
There's lots of data to log. There's still a treasure trove of minerals on this planet. The inhabitants pretty well bled it dry of all the fossil fuels. There's a wealth of basalt, iron, uranium.
You know, it was really quite a beautiful planet. An amazing variety of flora. Climates ranging from the temperate to the tropical, from the Arctic to desert. This is where it all began, Jacinta. This is where we began.
How did it happen, Donald? How did the planet end up like this?
Greed, stupidity, the usual catalog of sins. They used refrigerants that slowly ate away the ozone layer. They burned the tropical rainforests to make way for farmland, using the ashes for fertilizer, and entire species simply vanished forever from the earth. By the time they poisoned the whole biosphere, they had the technology to leave it behind. So they fled into space and cast the earth aside like a half-eaten apple.
And with humanity gone, the biological change has collapsed.
You know the irony of it? The earth today is almost exactly as it was millennia ago, before the very first rainfall. And for millions of years there had been no rain. Then when the earth cooled enough, rain fell, delivering nutrients to the oceans, and life emerged. And here we are. Here we are. Returned to commit the final indignity on the planet that nurtured us. Here to put the knife to her one last time.
Our ancestors killed this world, not us. The law prohibits us from mining any living world, only dead ones. Like it or not, Donald, Earth is a dead world now. And there's nothing we can do about that. Except, I suppose, be grateful that we finally learned our lesson.
Do you remember us now, Professor? You won't be needing your helmet anymore, Professor. The air is breathable. We sort of used a part of our etheric energy to change the molecular structure of the gas.
We've been waiting so long. Why did you leave us?
Are you back to stay? All of you?
Where are the others? Will they follow in more ships? Yes, where are they? When are they coming?
My God. All of you.
The ones you left behind. All the souls that ever were. All the ones that stood and watched as your ships vanished forever from our sight. All of us that couldn't follow.
We never knew. We never knew that you even existed.
Didn't you? Didn't a part of you always know?
Why is it so important to you to follow us?
You're our children, our future, our immortality. Since time began, we've walked among you, sharing in your triumphs, your despair. Now,
Now there's nothing. No children, no future. Just a ruined playground you left behind.
It doesn't have to be this way. You can follow us, our ship.
Your ships warp space in ways we can't. Those of us who have tried have come back disfigured or insane. It's a large universe, Professor. And not nearly as benign as you living like to think it is.
Well, then, what can I do?
Put your helmet back on. I know why you're here. Not you personally, but your ship, your crew. We're shadows. We're helpless to stop them, but you have to do something. You have to explain to them that this planet still contains life of a sort, that this Earth, ruined and gutted as it is, it's all we have left. Please, don't let them take it away from us.
Donald, you can't be serious. Do you know what Archer and Bledsoe would say if they could hear you?
All I'm asking is for you to keep an open mind. Now, give me a chance and I'll prove it to you.
Prove to me that Earth is some sort of haunted planet? How?
Jacinda, you were always my best pupil. Let me teach you one last thing. Hello? I've brought someone. Someone who can help. Please. Let us see you. Please. It's all right. She has to see you. She has to know.
Donald.
For God's sake, she can help. Why are you doing this? Please. Let us see you.
Donald, that's enough. Don't.
Damn you! Show yourself!
Donald! It's my fault. I knew what this planet meant to you. I shouldn't have invited you along to what should be. Why don't I just forget we ever came here, all right?
What are you doing?
What are we doing? What were you doing?
Oh, Donald, how could you do this to us? To all of us?
I swear. The last thing I remember was being asleep in my cabin. It was them. Don't you see? It wasn't me, it was them.
He's crazy. I told
Mr. Bledsoe, kindly shut up. Mr. Archer, please assess the damage to the sensor web and then raise Central on subspace. Tell them we'll be returning Dr. Knowles to Outpost 12. Medical emergency. We'll also be staying over for repairs and then we'll be back to finish our assignment.
You cowards! You liars! Show yourselves! I dare you to show yourself to me!
Back to your ship, Professor. You might as well.
Because if I don't, you'll just take over my body and make me go, won't you?
That's right.
You wanted me to make a fool of myself. You wanted me to be shipped back to civilization. And you'd come with me, wouldn't you?
Please understand, Professor, there's no other way. We can't travel through warp space in this form, but in yours, that's a different matter. You can serve as a beacon to the others, showing them the way.
And me? What happens to me, my body, when you're done with it?
I'm not sure. I have to merge myself fully with your body in order to weather the journey. I'll try to leave it once we get there, but...
You don't know if you can.
Please try to understand. All we want is to reclaim our future.
Your future? You don't deserve a future. Any of you. We may have fled the Earth once it became uninhabitable, but you were the ones who made it that way. You could have saved it. You could have done something, every one of you, but you didn't. Did you? How many of you thought you'd be on one of those spaceships fleeing the dying Earth? How many of you thought you'd escaped, but died before you could?
What you say may be true, but it's over and done with long ago. There's nothing we can do about it now.
Isn't there? You changed the air in this building from methane to oxygen, from poisonous to breathable.
That's a different matter. This is a small, controllable environment. We're talking about a planetary scale. And even if we could, we might lose our consciousness, our awareness.
Like you propose to do to me. Cowards. You're still the same cowards who let this planet die, aren't you? Go ahead. Take my body, my life. Save yourselves. At least, I'll know that when my time comes, I can die with a hell of a lot more courage and dignity than you. Come in.
We're about to lift off. I told Central that you requested medical leave. Stress reaction to space travel. It's not uncommon. The damage to the sensor web was minimal. I didn't log your actions yesterday.
I appreciate that.
You're looking better. Rested.
Yes, you might say that I'm expecting to be a new man once we leave the planet. Jacinda, If I should not see you again after this, I just want you to know that I'm grateful for the chance you gave me and for your friendship and for...
What's that?
I don't know. It sounded like thunder.
Well, it's impossible. The atmosphere is at equilibrium. There can't be any.
It's raining.
It can't be. What the hell is going on? Is that really rain?
Not just water either, but amino acids, nutrients raining into the ocean.
Good God, I'm getting life form readings in the oceans.
Well, that's impossible. It takes thousands of years for even the simplest life form to develop.
It's as if something is accelerating evolution somehow. I don't know how, but...
This can't be right. I mean, the sensors must be out of alignment after yesterday's damage.
Oh my God, he's right. The ocean's suddenly swarming with cyanobacteria.
Cyano what?
Cyanobacteria was the first complex organism to evolve on the Earth. And it led the way for all life forms to come, including us. Does this mean what I think it means?
What it means is we're out of a job.
I don't know if you can hear me anymore. Maybe you can't. But we'll be back. I promise. Someday we'll be back.
He's crazy. That's what he is. A loony. A nutcase. A genuine wacko.
Uncle Edgar is always looking for things. Things like 3 paper clips or a chrome coat hanger.
Or 1 patent leather tap shoe.
He rummages through trash cans. He goes to garbage dumps.
He's always bothering my other tenants. One day it's bicycle spokes. Then it's baseball cards. And who do the tenants complain to? Yours truly.
He won't let anybody into his apartment. Not even his own niece.
All that junk he's collecting, it's a fire trap.
He could hurt himself.
And other people. Namely, me.
He needs your help.
Yesterday, he wanted a yo-yo. By 6 o'clock. And last week, pieces of broken dolls. Heads, arms, legs.
Please do something, Doctor. Please, for his sake. And ours.
Of course.
His bell don't work.
Mrs. Milligan.
I think he's disconnected it. Down there, in the basement.
Oh, thank you.
Thanks anyway, Mr. Pilchick, but I already found a brass thimble.
You're not Mr. Pilchick.
I'm Dr. Jeremy Sinclair. May I talk to you, Mr.
Some other
Witherspoon?
time, perhaps. I have to look for a doll's head.
One old man in a private world of irrational urgencies. For Dr. Jeremy St. Clair, an all too common sight. But Edgar Witherspoon is a most uncommon old man with a secret that reaches out to the four corners of the earth, as the good doctor is about to discover.
Your niece. She worries about you.
She's a very nice woman, so tell her not to worry. See, a simple solution. Thanks for coming. It's been a pleasure meeting you, but I have to get on with my work.
Your work?
I bet you'd like to know what it is, wouldn't you?
Yes.
Wrong answer. You see a doll's head here anywhere?
You mean like that?
Too big. Also brunette. I need blonde, and I need it in 5 minutes.
And, what for?
You want Santa Barbara to fall into the ocean? Then stand aside, sir. Stand aside. Just in the nick of time. No time to lose.
Mr. Witherspoon.
I'm sorry. I shouldn't be rude. You've come all this way to see me.
May I come in?
And it was so nice, a pleasure meeting you. Tell my niece hello. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got to stop the shaking in Santa Barbara.
Mr. Witherspoon.
On your way out, could you dump this?
Good afternoon, Doctor. Did you see Uncle Edgar?
Yes, this morning.
Well?
I wouldn't exactly call it a long conversation.
But long enough to realize that he's...
Oh, absolutely. On the other hand, Mr. Witherspoon appears happy and quite harmless.
Harmless? He pesters strangers on the street. He runs after garbage trucks. That is far from harmless. Somebody saw him take a baby's bottle out of its carriage. I'm afraid he'll get arrested next time. Doctor, I will sign anything. Cooperate in any way I...
All right, maybe I'll have another chat with him, and a longer one, and see if I...
A small earthquake tremor was felt shortly before noon today. The force was enough to rattle dishes and a few nerves, but no injuries
Did you hear
were
that?
reported.
What?
There was something about it. Sorry, it was nothing. I don't know what I was thinking. I'll call you as soon as I can.
Thank you very much.
Acid rain is affecting the northern lakes even more than scientists.
Mr. Witherspoon?
Go away. I'm not home.
It's Dr. Sinclair. I was here last week, you remember?
Sorry, I wasn't home last week either.
Mr. Witherspoon, I could legally force you to open this door to me. Is that what you want?
You're a curious one.
Odd, you mean?
I mean nosy.
I'm paid to be nosy. Curious, I mean.
Really? Don't you think that's odd? Most people are curious for nothing. That's very nice for you. Are the hours good?
Mr. Witherspoon, why do you collect dolls' heads, shoes, paper clips?
I can't afford Rembrandts. What? Oh, no. Oh, no. As usual, it's been lovely. Please don't call again.
I may have to. And next time it might not be so lovely. You understand what I mean, Mr. Witherspoon? Wouldn't you rather invite me in of your own free will?
You must. You must. Be very, very careful where you walk. That was a close shave.
This is very interesting, Mr. Witherspoon. What is it?
This? This is the only thing that keeps the world from going poof.
Now, let me understand you clearly, Mr. Witherspoon. You say that this is what keeps the world from going poof?
And it's not easy. Most things are nearly impossible to find. Where would you look for a skate key?
Oh, I can't imagine.
I found one, though. You think that's crazy?
Well,
you wouldn't by any chance have a business card, would you?
Oh, yes, of course.
That was an easy one.
Well, I won't take up any more of your time. I've seen more than enough.
I used to be an engineer. Earned lots of money. Then I retired. Worst mistake I ever made. Life was so damned boring. And then the voice spoke to me.
Oh, you also hear voices?
You too?
Please, tell me about it.
I was sitting in the park one day feeding the pigeons, and suddenly, there it was, the voice. Edgar, it said, have you ever been to England?
Oh, yes, why?
No, that's what the voice asked me. Edgar, it said, in the heart of Big Ben, there is a pendulum that tells the clock how fast to tick. At the bottom of the pendulum, on top of the big weight, there's a stack of pennies. Every so often, they take one off. The clock speeds up. Or they put one on, the clock slows down. The pennies change the balance just a little, but enough to keep the whole mechanism running perfectly.
So, what you have here is some kind of clock.
Of course not. Why would I build a clock? $3, any drugstore. Doesn't lose 10 seconds in a year. Anyway, the voice said, Edgar, the world is a funny place. Little wars here, big wars there, volcanoes going off, storms, tornadoes, a terrific amount of noise and bother. You have to build something that will keep the world from going too far, maybe even going poof. What the pennies do for Big Ben, this does for the world.
Who do you think it is who's speaking to you?
Well, sometimes I think it's God. And then I think, no, God would have a deeper voice. Would you care for a prune, Doctor?
Oh, no, thank you. I was just leaving.
But you've just arrived. Oh, careful! I have no idea how the thing works. All I know is that the voice tells me what it needs, and I get it.
Goodbye, Mr. Witherspoon. You keep up the good work.
We could call it a sculpture. Would that make my niece happy? What? Oh, no. If you happen to run across an old tuba, would you bring it by? I need it in 2 hours. Cynthia, don't do this to me.
Uncle Edgar, please. It's just for 3 days while they observe you.
It's too long. It has to be maintained, kept in balance.
Mr. Witherspoon, you hear voices. That isn't normal. You must understand that.
You hear voices, too.
No, healthy people do not hear voices.
You hear mine, don't you?
That's not the same thing.
Why, what's the difference between a sane man hearing a crazy voice and a crazy man hearing a sane voice? Maybe the truth is somewhere in the middle. You don't understand the risk you're taking. I knew it. There goes Tatoa.
What's Tatoa?
A tiny island in the South Pacific. What time is it?
3:17.
At 3:17 in the afternoon, Tatoa became history because of you. Please, well, there's still time.
It'll take me days to clean up this junk.
Keep her away from it. Remember Tatoa.
Classic psychosis. Tired, feeling useless, he created typical delusion of grandeur that he was vital to the world's survival.
Poor Uncle Edgar. You will take good care of him, won't you?
Mideast stalemate continues. Congress passes Transportation Act. And in the South Pacific, the tiny island of Tatoa is destroyed by a tidal wave. Details on this and all the news in an hour.
Did he say Tatoa? Yes, the number for the Chronicle, please. Thank you. Hello, I want to check on a news story. I just heard something on the radio about a tidal wave destroying an island. Yes, that's it. Are there any details? Really? I don't know. When? This afternoon? I mean, exactly what time? Thank you. Miss Walker!
Yes, Doctor.
Tatoa was destroyed at 3:17 this afternoon.
Is that bad?
Last week, Santa Barbara was hit by an earthquake. I'm not taking any chances. Oh, my God. The landlady. She'll destroy it.
Santa Barbara?
Get Mr. Witherspoon released immediately. Drive him home. You personally, as fast as you can. Don't touch a thing! You didn't, did you? You haven't touched anything or moved anything.
Not yet. Why?
Because this is the creation of a disordered mind. And by studying it, analyzing it just exactly as he left it, I can come to a deeper insight into Mr. Witherspoon's problem.
He's a loony. What else do you have to know?
No. It's not that simple.
I can't rent this place with garbage in it.
All right. I'll rent it.
You?
Yes. I'll give you double what you're getting. I'll be up later with a check. Thank you, Mrs. Milligan.
He's escaped.
Excuse me. Hello.
Mr. Witherspoon! Mr. Witherspoon!
Should I call the cops?
No. Everything's going to be fine, Mrs. Milligan.
You got a handkerchief?
Oh, yes. Yes, right away.
Thanks. That lady had me dressed so fast, I left mine behind.
Mr. Witherspoon, I don't know how to begin to apologize. Nothing in my training had prepared me for a case like yours.
Well, nice meeting you.
Where are you going?
Away, finally, after 11 years.
But what about Puff?
The voice spoke to me while I was in your hospital. It said, Edgar, have you ever been to Miami? I said, no, but I used to think it would be a nice place to retire. Go for it, the voice said. You're off duty.
You mean all this isn't necessary anymore?
Sure it is. It's absolutely essential. The world still has to be kept in balance.
So who's going to... I mean, look, it needs adjusting already. There, that's it. Now, if I can just get a ping pong ball in there by 7:13,
Well, I guess we solved that little problem. I'd get cracking if I was you.
Impossible. I refuse.
Jeremy, really, you'll grow to like it. Give it a chance. So long. Don't take any wooden nickels. Unless you really need them, of course.
Mr. Witherspoon!
Please, I can't.
Can you help me? Do you know where I can find a tambourine?
If in the next few months you notice that there's been a spate of catastrophes or things are just not going right, remember that Edgar Witherspoon's replacement is learning how to make some precise adjustments. Don't worry. His education will not last long, and then you might give thanks to a physician whose practice extends to the well-being of the entire planet. Dr. Jeremy St. Clair offers a unique form of preventative medicine found only in the Twilight Zone. portrait of a man having a bad dream. His name, Roger Simpson Leeds. Place of residence, a retirement home. Roger Simpson Leeds, who since the death of his wife 3 years ago, has dedicated himself to living a life in which he touches no one and no one touches him. But now contact has been made, and Mr. Leeds is about to find himself touched by the Twilight Zone.
Hey, great day, huh? What do you got? Something good? Uh-oh. Thank you. One for the ladies.
So, how's with that son of yours and the kids?
All right, I suppose.
Suppose? I thought they were supposed to be coming up to visit this weekend.
I told them just that, well, you know how it is. I can't have a bunch of kids running all over the place.
No, of course not. With the photographers, mad social whirl, estate dinners, well, it just doesn't leave time for anything else. I'm sure they understand.
You're an evil man, Frank. Did I ever tell you that?
Oh, yeah, frequently. But then I'm not the one with the nightmares. Hey, one of the nurses told me that they heard you again last night. That's 3 times this week, Roger. Oh, we're meeting in the rec room for poker at 7.
No.
And by the way, I hear you're getting a new neighbor. Somebody's finally taken that room next door to yours.
Just so he doesn't snore.
Who said it was a he?
Aren't you going to say hello to our new guest, Mr. Leeds?
Who turned on the water? Oh, hi, Linda. The dishes will be done in a minute. Okay, right.
Come on, Mike. I mean, lots of marriages are warm, honest, caring, and some are conceived in hell. Hi, Bob.
Hey, Roger, these guys cheat.
We cheat?
Good for you. Takes a big man to admit a thing like that. So, how about it, Roger? You want to sit in on a hand or two?
Told you.
Who asked you to deal?
Frank. Frank.
Yeah?
Who's that?
Give me 2. Her name is Laurel Kincaid. Word is she hasn't talked to anybody in 10 years. Not since her husband died. Stay. And she went, away. You look in her eyes, all you see is a reflection. Nothing goes in. Roger? You okay?
Oh, yeah.
I'm surprised you're not asleep. You're usually upstairs by 10.
No, I don't feel much like sleeping.
You want to talk about it?
No. Frank, why don't you just go away? Leave me alone.
Because I'm your friend, damn it. We used to talk, remember? 20 years. That ought to count for something, Roger. Nothing's been the same. Not since... Roger, it's been 3 years.
Rachel was Frank, it was yesterday. I've just been sitting here thinking of some of the silly things that we can never straighten out. Jams and jellies. I'd say, pass the jam, please. And she'd say, here's the jelly. I was some kind of a game, and but one day I was in a bad mood, and we got into a big argument over it. Can you believe that? I mean, the little tiny picky things people argue about. Oh, I miss her so much.
I know. Rachel was a fine woman. But you can't keep pushing everyone away.
I never knew I needed her so much until she was gone. When I had my first heart attack, she held my hand. And she said she'd never let go, no matter what, as long as I held on. She believed in me. I would look in those eyes. There was nothing there but love. I felt I could do anything because she believed in me. I wonder what she'd think about me now.
What? What's happening now? Come on, Roger. Talk to me, Roger. Talk to me.
No, you think I was going crazy. I'm half convinced.
Well, my old father, he never said much of anything that was useful. But he did tell me two things. One, that love never dies. And two, that we're never given anything that we can't handle. Truly.
Frank, please. Don't worry. I'm okay. You know I don't like it when you make a fuss like that, Frank.
All right. But if you change your mind, if you need me, you certainly know where to find me. Well, that's about the most we've talked in almost a year. We ought to do it more often.
Good night, Frank.
Good night, Roger. Hi, good morning. Hey, Roger, you been outside yet? It's glorious. After breakfast, we'd go for a walk, huh? Talk a little, maybe? That'd be nice. And maybe get a little sun. You look awfully pale these days. You could use some sun. Hey, what happened to your hand?
Nothing.
Oh, no, nothing I can't see. This I can see. Therefore, that is something. I've been reading Socrates again. You can tell, can't you?
Frank, Jesus! Can't you ever shut up?
My name is Roger. I think we met. I would just like some answers. I need to know, am I losing my mind? That is you, isn't it? In my dream? Even before you got here, even before I saw you, you were there, weren't you?
Well, what do you know? He's actually talking to somebody of his own free will. Of course, he would pick somebody who doesn't even know he's there.
You must be able to hear me. You picked me, called me. Somehow. What I can't figure out is, why me? They tell me you haven't spoken to anyone since your husband died. So, what do you want from me? You want me to protect you from that thing? Is that it? Because if it is, Miss Kincaid, please, find somebody else. I can't protect you against it. I couldn't protect my own wife when she was dying. She was such a wonderful woman. She was very, very kind. You'd love her. And on Sunday, the kid... I couldn't. You know, toward the end, we were in the hospital, and she could barely see. And, oh, God, she was in such pain. And she kept calling me, please, please. I was right there, but she couldn't see me. And she kept pleading, please help me in the pain, stop the pain. And she called my name over and over again, and I couldn't do anything. I held her hand, and I wouldn't let go. I felt her hand tighten on mine. That was all. I still don't know if she knew I was there. Mrs. Kincaid, that thing behind the door, whatever it is, it's going to come through pretty soon, isn't it? Maybe tonight. Well, I don't know what's behind your door. I don't know what you're afraid of, but there's nothing I can do to help you. I just want everybody to leave me alone. Get out of my head. Leave me alone.
No, you can't go away.
I'm sorry.
Please.
I'm sorry. It's been a long time. Too long. You have to let me go.
No.
Yes, Laura. This isn't even me anymore. It's just a shadow, a memory.
I can't live without you. If you go, I'll die.
No, Laura. Listen. Listen to me. I love you. I want you to go on. I need you to go on. For me, so that my life will have meant something. For me and the kids. For what we had. 40 beautiful years. You are always so strong. You are always there for me. Now I want you to be strong for me one last time. It's all right. It's going to be all right. But I need you to let me go. Live, Laura. Please.
How can I let you go when you never even said goodbye?
Goodbye, Laura. My true, my greatest love.
It was you who called me, wasn't it? Not her. Why? Why me?
I think you know.
Frank! Hey, look at you.
Where's Laurel?
Oh, she's out back someplace. We're having a poker game tonight, 7 o'clock. I'll hold a place for you, huh?
Why bother? You know he never comes.
Eat your cornflakes.
Hello. I know you're there. And I know you hear me. And I can wait. I can wait just as long as I have to.
You've burned your hand.
Yes.
On a candle.
Yes?
I'm sorry.
Last call for breakfast. Would you like something to eat?
Breakfast would be very nice, I think.
We have bacon, eggs, and toast and marmalade. Toast and jam and jelly. And we got hash browns, but I wouldn't go near those if I were you.
Mr. Roger Simpson Leeds, lately returned from a journey into shadow, who found that there is no darkness so complete that it cannot be penetrated by the human heart, or the Twilight Zone. Your attention is drawn to the residence of the Brockman clan, an ancient mansion, its paneled walls polished by darkness, a lightless, soundless place upon which a greater darkness has fallen. The object of the Death Watch, Selina Brockman, grand dame of the menagerie, who lies in her bed in an inch-by-inch battle with death, trying somehow to reach a compromise instead of a capitulation.
What is your prognosis, Doctor?
Take 2 of these every 4 hours to relieve the pain. If it gets any worse, call me.
You'll come tomorrow.
Yes. Yes, of course.
You didn't answer my question. How is dear Aunt Selina?
She's dying, Miss Brockman. She's been dying for some time. The only difference now is that death begins to have clearly defined lines, and you discover that it knows your name. Is that the answer you were looking for?
Just concerned, Doctor. I was thinking tomorrow after your visit, maybe we could go out for a drink. Does this mean you won't be coming by tomorrow?
In case your aunt didn't tell you, I inherited this family from my father, who got it from his, and that carries a certain obligation. A word you may not be familiar with. So, yes, I'll be here tomorrow. Only question is whether Selina will still be with us.
Dr. Burrell, Selina won't die tonight. She'll hold on as long as she has to.
Come in. Your coach awaits, madame.
Okay, let me just do one last check.
Are you sure about all this? It's a long way to go on the basis of a telephone conversation.
She's my aunt. They say she needs me.
But you never even met her.
No, but I've heard about her. My dad used to talk about her in this sort of whispery tone of voice that he usually saved for anything that was unusual or exotic or just plain different.
She sounds weird.
She's dying.
Any talk of an inheritance?
Susan!
Well,
some, depending on my going down there and helping out. But I'm really just more curious than anything else. Okay, that's it.
last chance.
Suze, I spent my whole life within walking distance of this place. I think I'm entitled to a little adventure, don't you?
Okay.
You'll have free run of the house. If you want to find anything, just ask. This is Orville. He's our sort of combination handyman and village idiot. Oh, relax. He's quite deaf. All you have to do is turn away when you talk. You can say anything you like. Isn't that right, Orville?
Who's that?
My mother. She's quite harmless. I don't even think she knows we're here. I'm told there's a family resemblance.
You'll just have a minute. I'm giving her something to help her sleep.
Deborah Brockman, you sent for me. I'll be helping to look after you, so if you need anything at all, day or night.
I don't think she realized how hard she was squeezing.
Is she as ill as they say?
Worse, but she hangs on.
She's a strong woman.
Well, I'm not sure I would call it strength. It's more like a desperate clutching for life. It's as if she's waiting for something. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be so morbid.
Oh, that's all right. This place will do it to anyone.
Well, for what it's worth, good luck. I hope you won't need it. See you tomorrow.
Silly about bothering you. I mean, it's just a spot. Still. I didn't want to mention it in front of Aunt Selina.
No, that's good. You can't be too careful. Though in this case, it's curious but harmless. It's a liver spot.
A liver spot?
Well, it's uncommon in someone as young as you, but it's completely benign. You probably got it from too much sun.
How could it appear so suddenly?
Probably the skin's been darkening by degrees for some time and only now become noticeable. Since there's only one of them, good bleaching cream 2 or 3 times a day will do it. Stop hanging out on the beach.
Doctor? If you're quite finished, your real patient would like to see you now.
Yes, well, if her condition has progressed as I expect, I'm surprised she can still see anyone.
Good afternoon, Doctor. And isn't it a perfectly splendid day? Well?
Pulse is stronger. Heartbeat seems to have stabilized a little.
You sound surprised.
Well, frankly, I am. When I came through the door, I expected to find...
A corpse?
I wouldn't have put it that indelicately.
Perhaps you're a better physician than you give yourself credit for.
No. I'm good. I'm not that good.
Aunt Selina has a very powerful will to live, Doctor.
Yes. So it seems. Now, I don't want you overexerting yourself. This could be a temporary remission. You don't want to cause a relapse.
Oh, I'll be very careful, Doctor.
Well, thanks, Hartman. I'll see you tomorrow.
Are you feeling all right, Debbie?
Oh, I think so. Just a little tired, that's all. Probably need something to eat.
Why don't you go lie down? I'll bring you something in a little while.
Thank you. I think I will do that.
Is it Selena?
No, it's me. Please hurry.
Deborah?
Back here.
Why are you sitting here in the dark?
I don't know what's happening to me.
It's okay. Everything's gonna be fine.
Look at me.
I know. I'm gonna get you to the hospital and do some tests.
Come on, Jack. I mean, there must be something you can do.
What? Look, we've run every test we've got. Blood count, cell structure, you name it, we've put her through it. And we can't find anything wrong with her.
You've got eyes. You've seen her. Looks like premature aging to me.
I agree. It's a nice label, but until we know what the cause is, that's all it is. Look, I'll arrange a CAT scan, see what radiology's got. If I hear anything at all, I'll let you know. Now go home and get some sleep.
Dr. Chen, OR3.
I'm sure this is quite unnecessary, Doctor.
Yes, I'll decide that for the time being. Whatever's hit Deborah, I have to know if it's contagious.
I've never felt better in my life. Neither has Aunt Selena.
And your mother?
Oh, she never changes. She just sits up there in her catbird seat watching the world go by. That's a souvenir from childhood, if you don't mind.
My niece is correct. We don't need a doctor. Your interest is appreciated, but as you can see, we're all perfectly well.
Oh, yes, I can see that. It's a curious coincidence, isn't it? Deborah's showing signs of premature aging.
I said that would be all, Doctor. In fact, I should think that you will no longer be required. Payment for your services will be sent on to your office.
Well, what about Deborah?
Oh, we'll see to it that she gets all the best care. You needn't concern yourself with it any further.
Fine. Well, if it's all the same to you, I'll choose what I want to concern myself with. Good day. What is it? The diary? The Brockmans? July 17th, 1940. Our picnic was almost ruined by a fire when a horse kicked over a kerosene lantern. Only Martha was burned. The physician says she'll be all right, but we'll have to live with a scar for the rest of her life. It's in the same place as her daughter's scar. Can you get me back in there tonight? Martha Brockman. Are you?
doing here?
At first, I didn't believe it. I mean, I didn't want to believe it.
What are you talking about?
I went to the hospital. I did some checking. Diane Brockman has green eyes and no visible scars. The woman sitting in that chair has green eyes. So what color are yours? And where did you get that scar? How old are you really, Martha?
Get out.
Oh, it's a convenient deal, isn't it?
Get out of here! Get out of this house!
Not before I talk to Selena.
No.
Selena! Selena!
My God.
Selena, he knows.
It isn't right, Selena. Give Deborah back her years. You know it isn't right.
Not right? What do you know about it? The game is longevity, Doctor. You play at it with your medicines and your stethoscopes, but we've won. There's one rule, Doctor. It has nothing to do with morality or love. When illness or death encroach, the trade takes place. That's the way it's always been and the way it always will be.
No. Get away. Get away from me! Mommy!
Orville, rest his soul. Selena, Martha. Well, maybe she'll finally find some peace.
Just one missing.
Missing?
One of the neighbors said he saw a woman break through a window. Her clothes were on fire. When we got there, she was gone. Hard to figure.
That's Diane. Deborah, thank God you're all right.
What's happening?
Where to begin? I'm not sure that I, thanks, understand it myself.
Did anyone survive?
I don't know. We're not sure about Diane.
Dr. Chen, OR 3.
What do you think?
She's old, indigent, with massive burns over most of her body and face. I wouldn't hold out too much hope. Best we can do is try to make her last hours as comfortable as possible.
Did you notice, though, her left arm seems to be healing quite fast?
For all the good it'll do.
It's the strangest thing. I mean, it doesn't hurt or anything, but just look at it. I swear I didn't burn myself, but there it is. I've been wondering if it's psychosomatic. Maybe I've been working on the burn ward too long.
Dr. Robbins, call 23.
Jane Doe, age unknown. Sole survivor of a terrible fire, soon to undergo a miraculous recovery. A living warning to those who fail to perceive the distinction that there is a difference between the fear of death and the love of life, especially in the Twilight Zone.
all set, Mr. Bennett.
For he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good fellow, for he's a jolly good
Heart transplant right here in our own office.
One man, one heart. An obsolete fact of life. Witness Tom Bennett, a man who accepts his new organ as just one more item that money can buy.
Okay. All right, everybody. Thanks a lot. That was very nice. Now, let's get back to work.
A man who would tell you that the boundaries of the Twilight Zone are shrinking as miracles become commonplace.
What the hell is wrong with Spence? Did you talk to him about this building lease?
Sure, I gave him input. Why?
Look, they want 3 floors, 3 high floors, and always asking
Tom,
for...
Tom, I know I said exactly the same thing. I told him he's practically giving the store away. Now, about last night.
Yeah?
My compliments to your surgeon.
Hey. Hey, guy. Welcome back.
Place hasn't been the same without our killer shark.
Yeah, I noticed that. 60,000 feet at $2 a foot. We can get at least 2.5 for that.
Are you okay?
Yeah, I'm fine.
Well, that's a first. Tom Bennett loosens his tie.
Tom, are you sure you're feeling okay?
If you can show me where we can hit them up for some more money.
It's easy. How is it easy? You just up the price to 2.5 per foot, and then tell them to take it or leave it. Did you ever own a pair of really good boots?
Excuse me?
Yeah, the kind of boot that fits around your foot like it's always belonged there.
Don't look at me. If it doesn't have 3-inch heels, I'm not interested.
Where are you going? Be right back. I'm gonna go buy a pair.
You're gonna buy some boots. Tom, we're in the middle of something here now.
Yeah. You wanna come along?
Tom, you're serious, aren't you?
Sure.
Okay, let's go get them boots, partner. Gourmet lunch? You shouldn't have.
Come on, let's go for a walk.
Okay, what's that? Hot dogs for lunch, strolls on the beach. Tom, this is not like you.
But it's great, isn't it? Come on.
Wait a minute, Tom. I can't go down there in my heels.
Take them off.
Sure. Designer hose, $30 a pair. Why not?
Nice, huh?
Yeah, Tom, I really have to get back. Tom. Hello?
That woman.
What about her?
I've seen her before.
Where? You mean here before?
No. Yeah. Maybe I have. While I can appreciate your firm's situation, I'm certain that you can also appreciate ours. If you wish to continue as a tenant...
Excuse me. How about something to eat?
Sure. Julie, want to go?
Thanks. I think I'll pass this time.
The terms I have outlined are the best we can offer in the current rental market. Unfortunately, there's no room for negotiation. That's good. You know, I was thinking this place could use a few plants.
Definitely. I'll order some. Let's go. Good night, Mr. Bennett. He used to hate plants.
Where are we headed? This car, who cares? relax. We'll wander around till we stumble across something.
Okay, what's going on?
Told you, just wandering.
For an hour? Look, I know you like driving this car, Tom, but I'm starving.
Hey, bear with me. I feel lucky.
Jesus. Now, that wasn't wandering. Tom.
I don't know. I just felt like going in this direction.
Tom, when you have a heart transplant, it's got to be a shock to your whole system, you know? Did they warn you about anything like, temporary craziness?
Tom, what is this? This is dinner. Get the hell out of here. You got an immune system that's already stressed out. This is not dinner. You look at that. What, the waitress? What are we doing here? Come on, it's a nice place. I want to get to know that waitress. Why? I don't know. There's something about her. It's like she's somebody I want to talk to.
Mister, is there some reason you've been staring at me since you walked in here?
I didn't mean to make you uncomfortable. Look, this is going to come from nowhere, but will you have dinner with me?
No.
Just dinner. Honestly.
Sorry, I'm booked up till Christmas.
I'm serious. I think we have something in common. Take a chance. Tomorrow night. Or the next night. I know some great restaurants.
Thanks. No thanks. He asked me for a date.
What did you say?
What do you mean, what did I say? I said no.
Mary Jo, you have got to start dating sometime, and this guy looks like one hell of a way to start.
Why does he keep staring at me? He's weird.
Look, what about Ralph? He'd ask you out in a second if he thought you were available.
Well, I'm not available.
Honey, Jamie's dead. You aren't.
Tom, I want to talk to you. Okay, agreed. We have no claims on each other, fine. But I will not be humiliated.
Huh?
By a waitress? In some greasy spoon, Tom?
Hey, I go in there for lunch a couple of days a week. That's it.
So what's the attraction, the ambiance or the cuisine?
Both. I like the food, and I'm comfortable there. I feel good there. Which is strange, considering nobody likes me.
Least of all, your waitress, I presume.
She's not my waitress anymore. Mary Jo refuses to serve me.
Which is just the kind of challenge you like.
Wrong. As a matter of fact, I keep telling myself this is stupid. What are you doing there? But then, a couple of days later, there I am.
Oh, poor baby. All that meatloaf and no love.
about a piece of that cherry pie?
No. Look, I am getting sick and tired of you hanging around here all the time. You're not coming here for the food.
Yeah, it's really not that bad.
And the fact is, if you're not coming here for the food, there is nothing here for you. Now, why don't you just go and get in your fancy old car and you go someplace else?
Don't you get the message? You're not wanted around here. Come here. It's not that you're not a nice man. It's just that, well, you gotta understand.
He's here.
I gotta go. Night.
Mary Jo, I want to apologize. I had no idea. Your friend told me.
She had no business doing that.
Mary Jo, you guys must have been pretty close, huh?
Close. We lived next door to each other since we were 5 years old. We always knew we were going to get married. Well, maybe that sounds kind of silly to you. Well, maybe it is silly. But it was the kind of love that makes you hurt. The kind of love that you feel right down into your toes. He promised me. He wanted to wait until he had a good job. And it didn't matter to me at all, but it was important to him. And he did it. I was so proud of him. And he called me up. We set a date. And he was coming right over and we were gonna celebrate. We were gonna have kids. They said he drove off the road. And they took him to the hospital. Even in death, he did good by somebody else. It's the kind of guy that he was.
What do you mean?
Nothing. Nothing that would mean anything to you. Now, please go away!
Wait, what was his name? I want to know his name.
Jamie Adler.
Thank you, Doctor. Yeah, I appreciate it. Of course. Strictly confidential, I understand.
I've just been on the phone.
Me too.
Did you tell McLaughlin that he could set his own price? This is crazy, Tom. There is no way we can agree to it.
You know whose heart they put in me? It's a man named Jamie Adler. Very nice guy.
To which of you should I tender my condolences?
It's a good question.
Where the hell are you going now?
I don't know. Going for a walk.
Look, Tom. If you don't shape up, you're going to lose everything. The house, the job, the car.
I got rid of that car.
What do you want?
Coffee?
Still here. Yep, he is. What does he want? After 5 cups of coffee, donut? I think he wants to talk to you. Sure is patient. I think if we went away for the weekend now, he'd still be here Monday morning waiting.
What should I do?
Follow your heart.
Let's take it.
No. Please. Am I really so terrible?
It's nothing to do with you.
You'd be surprised.
I'm sure you're a very nice man. I'm not ready for anyone right now.
Can I tell you something?
Sure.
This morning I got this news. It's the kind of news that makes you want to go lie down for a while. I was scared. Then I kind of got comfortable with it. You don't have the slightest idea what I'm talking about, do you?
Not really.
Look, for a long time I was sick. They said it was my heart, but I think maybe it was my life. Half the time I didn't know what I was doing, and the other half I did, but I'm not sure which I'm more ashamed of. And now I've got another chance.
What do you want from me?
Just a chance, whenever you're ready. I've kicked open a lot of doors in my time, okay? But I'm willing to wait for this one to open by itself. If it does, I'm gonna be there, I promise. Well, at least let me buy you a piece of pie. Madam, give me a piece of strawberry pie with peach ice cream, please.
That's my favorite. How did you know that?
Lucky guess?
You're a strange one. I warn you, I'm not an easy person at times.
Oh, really?
Jamie made me a promise, too. He said that he would always be with me.
Yeah, I kind of suspected that. Well, he meant it, I'm sure. And, I'll keep my promise. Cross my heart.
A philosopher once wrote, "The heart has its reasons that reason does not know." Perhaps he was born knowing that truth. Or perhaps, like Mr. Tom Bennett, he discovered it with a little help from the Twilight Zone.
right, folks. Closing time.
Oh, look at this shot. You'll never sink this in a million years. Guy thinks he's the next Fats Brown. Come on, let's get out of here.
Hey, Joe. How come he gets to stay? Because he asks nice. Now get going.
I'm off to Mulvaney's. Anybody for a beer?
Here, Jesse.
You see what I mean? You see what I mean? An impossible shot, but I made it. The right stuff, the right draw, perfect position. And what do I get? Fats Brown, Fats Brown. Well, I'm sick of it, Fats Brown. I'm the best pool cue on Randolph Street. Me, Jesse Cardiff, and everybody knows it. Fats was good. So he was good. But he's dead. Do you hear me? He's dead. He's been dead for 15 years, but every time I turn around, I hear about him. That was pretty good, Jesse, but Fats was better. Fats was the best, Jesse. Fats Brown is dead. If he was alive in this room, I could beat him. You'd see, I'd give anything to play him one game. I'd show you who's best. One game. One lousy game.
At your service.
Jesse Cardiff, pool shark, the best on Randolph Street, who will soon learn that trying to be the best at anything carries its own special risk, in or out of the Twilight Zone.
You called?
You're
dead? Not really. As long as people talk about you, you don't really die. As long as people speak your name, you continue. The legend doesn't die because the man does.
This is impossible.
Nothing's impossible. Just some things are less likely than others, that's all.
This isn't a rib. You're him. You're
James Howard Brown. See, my friends call me Fats. Now, I know it's a shock, but you called me. I didn't call you.
I didn't mean that it...
It's just let it talk.
I was only...
You like to play with fire, but you don't like to cook. Is that it? You know that you're not as good as you claim to be. You know deep down inside that you're second rate.
Hey, hold on.
Strictly second rate. What, are you afraid? Look, I come a long way. I don't like to be fooled with. I meet guys like you all the time. A little knack, a little skill, a little style. But when the heat's on, you choke. Excuse me.
You've never seen me play. How you know I can't beat you? It is possible, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it's possible. But you ain't gonna do it with your mouth.
All right, fat boy, dead or alive. I'll tell you something. You may be some tin god, but I think you're just a big balloon waiting for somebody to put a needle in you. Well, I'm that somebody. And this is a needle.
So you play me then?
Rack 'em.
Steaks?
Steaks?
Yeah, there's something to make the game a little more interesting.
Any or all of it. Hey.
Use your brains, kid. What good is that to me?
Then what?
Something to make my long journey worthwhile.
Name it.
You said that you'd give anything to play with me. Anything?
What are you talking about, pal? Just what kind of stakes are you talking about?
Life or death.
What?
You beat me, you live. You lose, you die. It's interesting. It's interesting to see how much faith you have in yourself. You don't want to be the best bad enough, kid. When I was your age, I'd have jumped at the chance. But then again, I wasn't second rate.
Hey, hold on. You say I don't want to be the best bad enough? You're wrong. Do you know how many nights I slept on this table? Yeah, I did that. I made a deal with the owner. That way I could practice after the place closed. I haven't seen a movie in years. I haven't read a book. I haven't dated a girl because it would take too much time from this table.
That's a lot of talk. You'll never know till you risk everything.
Stop pushing! Wait! Don't go.
Then you accept the terms. Life or death.
Rack the balls.
I had this specially made for me in St. Louis. Rock maple, ebony. Cost me $600. I've been making a living from it for about 25 years.
What's the name of the game? 9-ball? 8-ball?
Rotation.
Get out of here. Nobody plays that.
I do. What's money, not up to it?
I'm up to it. I know the rules. 300 points. You toss for that break?
Sure.
Call it.
Tails. Change your mind? You can, you know. Heads. My break. Two balls on the rail. A perfect break. No advantage given. Now it's your turn to scatter the balls.
Do something with that.
Looks like you're sewed up. It'll cost you if you don't connect with the one ball.
Bank. Two rails, 2-ball corner pocket. Did you see that, fat boy? Funny. No man can rise to the occasion when his life is at stake. 2-ball, 2 points.
Not bad.
It was great! You're like all the others. You keep trying to bring me down. When I was a kid, there were plenty of guys like you. Guys that were good at things. Like music, basketball, arithmetic. They'd do everything they could to make me feel this high.
But you fooled them, didn't you?
Right. I knew that somewhere there was something I could be good at. I had the eye for it.
What happened to it?
you scratch. And that'll cost you points.
Your shot.
You have 7.
Game's young yet, my friend. Very young. Shoot. Rack them, please. $15 ball in that pocket, and a perfect break at the same time. One. And 2.
You need every ball on the table to win. I only need one of them.
You know, Jesse, there's more to life than this pool hall. I mean, it's not right for you to keep yourself cooped up here like this. I mean, you ought to get out a little more, see what's going on outside.
You didn't become the best by sitting on a park bench. You spent plenty of time with the cue in your hands.
Yeah, of course I did, but I still had a life. I mean, I've been to places where they never even heard of pool. I know. I don't look the part, but I've made love. I've watched sunsets. I've swam in the ocean. And when I think of all the beautiful things that there are to do in this world, it hurts me to see you rotting away. Because that's what you're doing. You're rotting in this dark room.
You're lying. You're trying to distract me. That's low. You did that on purpose. You made me miss.
A little gamesmanship, a little pressure and you come apart. That's kid stuff. To break your concentration, you go wild.
That's it. The game ball. All my life, I've waited for this moment. Sink it, and I beat you. I become the greatest.
If you sink it.
You're sweating. Why are you nervous?
For reasons you probably wouldn't understand.
Oh, I understand. It means a lot, doesn't it? Even to a dead man. To have your name up there as the unbeatable champion of all time.
Well, it carries a certain satisfaction, yes.
I'll give you a shot at my crown, Jesse. But only if you're willing to stake your life on the game. Couldn't be just a friendly game, could it?
Well, I take him as I get him. It's not just a friendly game to you. It's a life or death thing. So I acted accordingly. You see, the champions and the legends serve a purpose. They're an incentive. They're a challenge.
I don't need no challenge.
Everybody needs a challenge. The great musicians, they're better. They're better because of Bach. They're better because of Beethoven, Mozart. See, I'm just a pool player. But I'm the best.
You were the best. Well, what are you waiting for? Get it over with. You said life or death.
No, you really didn't expect me to kill you, now, did you?
You said if I'd won, I'd live. If I'd lost, I'd die.
And you will. As all second-raters die. You'll be buried and forgotten without me touching you. See, if you'd have beaten me, if you'd have beaten me, you would have lived forever.
You tricked me.
No. No, you just have to be tested under pressure, that's all. Any man can be a marksman if the target doesn't shoot back.
Wait! It's not over! I haven't given up. I'll practice. Night and day. I'm still alive. I can be better. I will be better. You're from me again, Fat Sprout.
Lives of great men all remind us we can make our lives sublime. And departing, leave behind us footprints on the sands of time, on the earth as we know it, and in the Twilight Zone.